Wang shows Eala end of road in ASB semis. Auckland, top-seeded Elina Svitolina will play in the final of the WTA Tour's ASB Classic for the second time after turning back American teenager Eva Jovic 7-6, 5, 6-2 on Saturday. The 13th-ranked Svitolina also reached the final in 2024 when she lost to American Coco Gauff. This time, Svitolina will be shooting to win the title over 7th-seeded Wang Xinyu of China, who beat 4th-ranked Eala of the Philippines 5-7, 7-5, 6-4 in the other semifinal. It was a crazy battle from the start to the end, for sure, Wang said after the match. She's an absolute fighter, and to be honest, I feel more pressure when I'm up 5-0 than when we were love. I'm just really happy that I got through this one today and through to my first ever final. Hey. Svitolina looked a little weary at first after an almost 3-hour quarterfinal against Sonui Kartal on Friday night, which she won 6-4, 6-7, 2, 7-6, 5. It's nice to get a straight sets win, Svitolina said. Yesterday was a big battle and today as well in the first set. Eva was playing really well and I had to really fight back, dig deep and try to find my level, and I'm very happy to be able to finish this match in 2 sets to save some energy for the finals. She dropped serve twice in the first 3 games against the 8th-ranked Jovic to trail 3-0. Svitolina broke back twice to level at 4-4, then dropped serve again, allowing Jovic to serve for the first set at 5-4. But Jovic lost her serve to love and Svitolina took the set to a tiebreak in which she led 6-1 before taking the set on her third opportunity. She made short work of the second set, breaking Jovic in the 3rd and 5th games and sealing the match with 2 aces in her final service game. Svitolina has been supported all week by her husband Gael Monfils, who will play in the men's tour event in Auckland starting on Monday. Meanwhile, Eala saw the end to her road in Wang, the 57th-ranked player in the world, who saved a match point in the second set against the Filipino ace before gutting out the win in 2 hours and 38 minutes. It was such a painful way for Eala to go after she had rallied from 1-5 down to win the first set. She was up 5-3 in the second set only to hit her forehand long, an error that eventually gave the Chinese the momentum for the turnaround. With reports from AP, at the edge of glory, when Wang showed Eala the end of the road in the ASB Classic semis. On a simmering Auckland afternoon, beneath the iconic lights of the ASB Tennis Center, a drama unfolded that had all the elements of sport's finest stories: courage, heartbreak, resilience, and the merciless arithmetic of competition. At the heart of it stood 2 warriors of tennis, Alexandra Eala, the Filipina rising star with dreams as big as her talent, and Wang Xinyu, the composed Chinese contender determined to carve her own name into the narrative of the 2026 ASB Classic. What transpired was more than a match. It was a collision of journeys, one's momentary halt and another's onward surge. The road to the semis, promise and potential. For Eala, the week in Auckland had been nothing short of a statement. The 20-year-old Filipino, already a figure of national pride and global promise, had battled past seasoned opponents and carved her way into her 3rd WTA semifinal, a sign of her escalating trajectory on the world stage. In the quarterfinals, she had dismantled Polish veteran Magda Linette, a triumph both commanding and symbolic, proving that her growth was not just incremental, but explosive. Every match carried electric energy. Every victory built momentum. By the time she took to the court against Wang Xinyu, there was a resilient buzz around her, a sense that Eala's year might very well begin with a breakthrough moment. Her ground strokes were crisp, her instincts sharp, and her confidence palpable. Another victory here could propel her into a rare WTA final, a spot that felt within reach. The semifinal unfolds, a tale of shifts. The match began with an early shock. Wang seized control, quickly racing ahead, and for a moment it seemed as if this might be a clinical, one-sided affair. But just as a storm often reveals a hidden calm, Eala found her rhythm. She regrouped, recalibrated, and unleashed a stunning comeback, 6 consecutive games that flipped the first set on its head. With every point she claimed, the crowd rallied, sensing not just a win, but a transformation happening in real time. In tennis, momentum is a living thing, and in that opening set, Eala had tamed it with grit and precision. Yet, sport's beauty lies in its unforgiving turns. The second set saw Wang display remarkable resolve. Now facing elimination, she stood at the precipice with her back against the wall, and responded with a clarity of mind that separated good players from relentless competitors. Saving match point, thwarting Eala's bid for glory, and stringing together 4 straight games, Wang forced the match into a deciding set. This was not just tennis anymore. This was nerve and will contesting the spotlight. The decider, heart meets reality. The final set began with Eala momentarily shadowed by fatigue and the physical toll of almost 3 hours of intense play. Still, she showed flashes of brilliance, flashes that reminded everyone watching why she was there at all. Early in the decider, Wang took a commanding lead, but never without Eala pushing back. At one point the Filipina narrowed the gap to 4-5, a testament to her dogged determination even at the brink of defeat. But in the crucible of critical points, Wang found just enough to close out the match, sealing a 5-7, 7-5, 6-4 victory and earning her place in the final. 2 very different journeys intersected at that moment, Wang's escalating confidence and Eala's hard-earned testament to courage. Though the scoreboard ultimately favored Wang, the match itself was a narrative of perseverance, and, for Eala, an experience that both challenged and solidified her competitive spirit. Beyond the scoreline, the emotional texture. Scorelines only tell part of the story. Behind them lie heartbeats, doubt, sage, resilience, and sometimes heartbreak. Eala's journey in this match was a microcosm of human aspiration, the kind that claws back from early setbacks, sacrifices ease for opportunity, and refuses to surrender without protest. And indeed, she didn't. At match's end, she chose words that reflected not just defeat, but defiance, so close yet so far. Those words, shared on her social media, were not an admission of failure but a tattooed reminder of how near brilliance stood before being eclipsed. In that simple admission lies the paradox of elite competition, where improvement often lurks just beyond the grasp of triumph. For Wang, this match was a milestone. Saving match point highlighted a mental fortitude. Earning her spot in the final was not merely about advancing. It was about claiming the psychological edge that comes from surfacing victorious in moments of staggering,